So Niantic announced all the content that is coming to Pokemon Go in the month of March 2026, and they left out some key info for one reason or another. I'm going to be talking about all of this and going over all the content in this video because I actually think March could potentially be a really solid month. Hey, how's it going everyone? Jinsula here with a brand new Pokemon Go video. I hope your day is going really well, and let's get right into it. So, March is coming in Pokemon Go, and of course that means we're going to be getting some new events, some new legendaries, and a whole bunch of other stuff, and it's also going to be the start of the new season. Currently, we know it as Memories in Motion, and it looks like it's going to be a throwback season with a lot of old favorites making a return. But we're not necessarily going to be talking about that in this video. We're going to be focusing on the March content, and something I do want to point out is that they did not reveal a lot of the key events that are going to be happening during this month, which I think they're going to be saving for a later date. But yeah, let's talk about everything that's coming in Pokemon Go next month. There's actually a lot of things you can look forward to. Let's start at the top by talking about the featured Pokemon for this month. First, they list Dynamax Regice, which I presume is going to be from a Max Battle Day, and then we're also going to be getting Zacian and Zamazenta. But these are going to be the Hero of Many Battles version of these Pokemon, and they're not going to be their more powerful Crown form versions. So do keep that in mind. You're not going to be able to get crowned energy for both Zacian or Zamazenta during this month, and we'll talk more about them later. Now, when it comes to Dynamax battles, these are the Pokemon you will be able to get. From March 2nd until March 8th, we're going to have Rookidee. From March 9th until the 15th, we're going to have Pikachu. And then from the 16th until the 22nd, we're going to have Phalanx. And then from the 23rd to the 29th, we're going to have the legendary Pokemon Regice. And then from the 30th until the 5th, we're going to have Woobat. Now, I'm very curious to know how things are going to go with Regice, considering that there is a Max Battle Day that is scheduled for this month, but I do not know if it's going to be featuring Regice, but it's going to be available in Max Battles from the 22nd until the 29th. And then now let's talk about 5-star raids, because this could be something that will disappoint players or actually get them excited. From March 4th until March 10th, we're going to have the legendary Kanto trio of Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres, and these will not include either their Dynamax versions, which have been released, or their Shadow versions, and they're not going to have a special background. So essentially, these are just going to be 3 legendary Pokemon that most players already have that will be taking over 5-star raids for this week. But afterwards, from March 11th until March 17th, we're going to have the Hero of Many Battles version of Zacian. And then from March 18 until the 24th, we're going to have Zamazenta, the Hero of Many Battles version. And then we're going to have Regieleki close off the month from March 25th until the 31st. Alright, and next let's talk about the events during this month. And there's a lot of question marks here. Niantic is not revealing what is coming to Pokemon Go during this month. Maybe we can guess what is going to be coming, but we'll just have to wait and see what ends up happening. So, from March 3rd until March 9th, there's going to be an event, and then afterwards from March 10th until March 16th, there's going to be an event, and then on March 14th, we of course have March Community Day, and then from the 17th until the 23rd, we have the Bug Out event, and then there's going to be a Research Day on the 21st, and then on the 28th, we're going to have a Max Battle Day, and then from the 31st until April 6th, there's going to be another event. And then of course, there are raid hours for the legendary Pokemon that are going to be featured this month. Those are going to be happening every Wednesday from 6 o'clock p.m. to 7 o'clock p.m. local time, and it'll feature the legendary Pokemon that is active during those weeks. And then finally, when it comes to Mega Evolution raids, and of course after the Go Tour event, Mega Evolutions are actually going to matter. From March 4th until the 10th, we're going to have Mega Pinsir. From the 11th until the 17th, we're going to have Mega Steelix. And then from the 18th until the 24th, we're going to have Mega Slowbro. And then from the 25th until the 31st, we are going to have Mega Houndoom. make sure you raid these if you still do not have them, and of course, farm up the mega energy for them because you do need a whole bunch of them for their super mega levels. And then when it comes to Shadow Legendary raids, this is the month where we're going to have Shadow Latias in raid battles, and it's going to be from March 4th until the 31st. And this is a Shadow Legendary that you totally can skip. It's not going to be a game changer, so do not waste your raid passes trying to get a shiny Shadow of this Pokemon, unless you really want it. So yeah, there you have it. This is everything that's coming to Pokemon Go in the month of March, and again, it looks like they're going to be doing things a little bit differently by not revealing certain events. I do think this is mainly because they did not announce those events, so they don't want to reveal them just yet. I'm pretty sure as we get closer to the dates for these events, we're going to find out what they are, as well as what those events are going to be featuring. But in particular, I kind of wanted to put a spotlight on the raiding content. Of course, when it comes to the legendary raids, there's not many that actually stand out. Having both Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres back in raid battles might actually be good for some players out there, but that's essentially at this point they're old content, right? If you do not have them as Pokedex entries, which I would be very surprised considering we did just see them with the Road to Kalos event, I really do not feel compelled to raid for these particular Pokemon. Maybe if you want a Shundo of some of them, or you want to farm up the candies specifically for the Galarian forms that you can get from the Daily Adventure Incense, I really do not feel like there is a reason for you to prioritize these legendaries. However, later on in the month, we're going to be getting both Zacian and Zamazenta, and I will say that when it comes to those Pokemon, they are actually worth raiding because you will want to farm the candies for both of them. Not necessarily because of them themselves, but specifically for their crowned forms, which you could get with crowned energy. So if you get yourself a 100% IV of either Zacian or Zamazenta, you will definitely want to keep it, and of course farm up the candies to power it up, because eventually when they bring back the crowned energy for their crowned forms, you will want to get their crowned forms, and they will be a powerhouse in your Pokemon Go collection. So yeah, that's essentially it. Oh, and of course, Regieleki. Before I end this, let me talk about that. So currently, Regieleki with its signature move is going to be one of the best electric types in the game. If anything, it's going to be the best non-mega evolution. So that is also something to keep in mind. You will want to raid for Regieleki because it is a very powerful electric type raid attacker right now. So yeah, there you go. This is everything that is coming to Pokemon Go in the month of March. There's really nothing else going on right now. But once we get those events revealed, then maybe we can gauge whether or not this is going to be an awesome month. But in terms of the raiding content, a couple of the bosses are really good. Other bosses you could totally skip. That's kind of the gist of how March is looking right now. So yeah, let's just wait and see what is revealed, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So definitely share your thoughts regarding everything that I talked about down below. Is there something in particular with this month that you are looking forward to? Are you going to be raiding for Zapdos, Articuno, and Moltres? Definitely share your reasons for doing that down below, and let's have a great discussion. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to support my channel, the best way you can do that is going to be by hitting that like button. And of course, make sure you subscribe if it's your first time here. That will definitely help me out. And also turn on that notification bell so you know exactly when I upload videos. And of course, make sure you go and check out the links in the description below. One of them is to my Patreon page. If you want to play Pokemon Go with me, you can do that by becoming a Patreon member. And also check out my Etsy store. That's going to be down there as well. If you like anime and K-pop, make sure you go over there and check it out. And yeah, that's it. That's going to be the end of this video. I'm Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself today, and I'll catch you in the next one.